In this video, I'm going to show you how to instantly relieve restless legs at night. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over 3 easy exercises that can give both quick and long-lasting relief for restless leg syndrome. A note about these exercises, they each work just a little bit differently. To get the best results, go through them all, use what gives you the most relief. With that being said, let's get started. When it comes to restless leg syndrome, a surprising fact is its main cause is not from tight, achy, overworked leg muscles or from stress or anxiety that makes us fidget or keeps us up at night, but rather from a deficiency with something in our body, notably a vitamin called thiamine or B1. In fact, if you have chronic restless leg syndrome, the first thing that I would be doing is searching Google about B1 and thiamine deficiencies. Really easy to treat, either by changing your diet, eating more foods with thiamine, supplementation, or talking to your doctor. But another main cause is from an electrolyte imbalance, notably with magnesium. Magnesium is found in a lot of our foods, but you'd be pretty surprised on how much of the population is actually deficient in it. And when you have a magnesium deficiency, it can cause a lot of muscle issues, including aches, cramps, and spasms at night. So I want to go over a really easy way to bump up our magnesium intake, target the leg muscles directly, and also get really quick relief. I get very good feedback with this method. We're going to be using what is called magnesium oil. It's a topical spray meant to go on the skin. You can pretty much find it at any local health food store. I will also leave a link in this video's comments section and description if you would like to get it online. Before we start though, if you do have any condition like a kidney problem or you're taking any medications in which magnesium oil may be contraindicated, please speak to your doctor first before doing this to be on the safe side. So this method is meant to be done daily, about 10 to 15 minutes before you go to bed. And there's a couple different spots that you can use the oil. The first being the bottom of the foot. I usually find this is the easiest spot. Just do 3 sprays, gently rub it in, it will take care of the rest. You can also do over pretty much any muscle in the leg, over the calves, the thighs. In fact, any spot that you have the most discomfort at night is the spot that I would target. So let's say it's over the calves right here. Just do 3 sprays over that area, gently rub it into the muscles, and do this on both sides. An interesting note about using magnesium oil, the first time that you use it, you're probably going to get a lot of itchiness right on the surface of the skin. That's completely normal. That's actually a sign of magnesium deficiency. And as you do this over the course of several days, you're going to notice that itchiness becomes less and less and less as your magnesium becomes better. I should say your magnesium levels start to come up. The great part about magnesium oil too is you can use this over any muscle in the body that you have cramps, aches, or spasms. It's really good to use after a workout. So let's say that you're going to do an arm workout, spray it over that area. You're probably going to notice it helps out, especially with tightness. But this is a method that I would do daily, even if you're not currently experiencing restless leg syndrome. Do this daily because it may help keep your magnesium levels high and help prevent it. So here's an easy exercise that can give both quick and long-lasting relief for restless legs. This one is perfect to do before going to bed, but you can also use this anytime that you're experiencing symptoms in the middle of the night. It's going to focus on reducing stress, tension, and tightness off our leg muscles really quickly. So we're going to start by lying on our back like this. Let's straighten our legs as much as we can. And the first movement, very straightforward. We're going to take our feet and press away as far as we can. It's kind of like pointing our toes away from us as much as we can until we feel a really good stretch form in our feet, around the ankles, and into the calves. Hold this comfortably for 5 seconds. Don't go to the point where you're going to get a cramp. If that's the case, back off slightly. Hold this for 5 seconds. You're going to relax. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Let's bring our toes back towards us as much as we can, really focusing on feeling it into the calves with this one. 5-second hold, relax, and then repeat this 5 times in both directions. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. So the next movement is called the windshield wiper. We're going to gently press our heels into the bed and then slowly turn our feet towards one side as much as we can, kind of like a windshield wiper. When you can't go any further, hold that for 5 seconds, and then you're going to repeat on the other side. Again, 5 times in both directions. The next movement is called a toe heel raise, and this one is going to target more with the calves. A hot spot for cramping with restless legs. So you're going to keep your feet flat, just kind of scoot them back like this and have your knees bent. The first movement, we're going to place all of our leg weight into the balls of our feet and slowly lift up with our heels. So we're just trying to take our heels upward towards the ceiling as much as we can. You're really going to feel this one into the calves. Hold this comfortably for 5 seconds. You're going to relax, and then you're going to press your heels into the bed and raise your toes upward towards the ceiling as much as you can to target the muscles a little bit differently. But go in both directions for 5 times. The last movement is called a hamstring bridge, and this one's going to target more of our thighs, especially the hamstrings right here on the back. It's going to help strengthen them to hopefully prevent issues later on. So let's start off back into this position with our knees bent, feet flat. We're going to brace our core muscles. It's kind of like tightening them by taking our belly button towards our spine. We're also going to squeeze our glutes. You can take your hands, put them on your hips or off to the side like this for support. So once we're in this position, we're now going to press down with our heels, raise our toes upward towards the ceiling, and then lift our hips upward towards the ceiling until we feel a really good activation of the core muscles, back muscles, glutes, and more importantly, those hamstrings. Once you feel that, you can hold this position right here for 5 seconds, relax, and then repeat 5 to 10 times. But if you want to make this one more challenging, do a walkout. So let's get back into this bridge position and slowly just walk out with our heels. As you do this, you're really going to feel those hamstrings challenged to stabilize this movement. So give that a try. And I would try to do this for about 3 to 5 complete repetitions. Go through all of these movements. If you find that one just helps you out the most, like maybe it's the heel or the toe raise, at that point you can always throw in more repetitions until everything is nice and loose. Here's another easy exercise to help relieve restless legs. This one we can do seated, so at the edge of a bed or in a chair. To get into position, have your legs roughly hip width apart, knees bent at 90 degrees, feet flat. What I'm going to do is take the balls of my feet, press them into the floor, and then slowly raise my heels upward towards the ceiling as much as I can, really focusing on feeling this into the calves. Hold this comfortably for 5 seconds, and then you're going to go in reverse. Press your heels into the floor, raise your toes upward, again holding this for 5 seconds. This time around though, you should feel it more towards the front over the shins. What I'm going to do is this whole cycle for 5 times, and with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. So if you'd like to take this one to the next level and target some more muscles, we can add in a marching motion. So let's start off in that original position of pressing the balls of our feet into the floor, raise our heels up, but this time around, just march one leg up, bringing your knee towards your chest. You should feel a really good activation right here on the top of your thigh over the hip flexors. Hold that for about 3 to 5 seconds, relax, and then repeat it on the other side. Do this nice and slowly for about 5 repetitions in both directions. And then from there, switch it up by placing your heels into the floor, toes up, and then repeating. But go through all of these motions. If you feel like one is helping you out just a little bit more, at that point, throw more repetitions in. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.